Hello everybody, and welcome to another War of the Spark draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If the video gets to 50 thumbs up, I will do a written draft analysis after the fact, where I go through my draft and analyze it after I have more knowledge of the format. So if you want to see that and you want to support the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you want to have access to that written analysis, I'm going to be posting it in my community tab, and you have access to that just by subscribing. Subscribing's free. It is a great way to support the channel and join the team, so be sure to do that. And if you have any questions at all, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Also, if you want to check out my Twitch stream, you can find it on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Just double checking that the cards are not blocked by my camera here. Perfect. Okie doke. Going through the cards, Feather the Redeemed is quite powerful. 3-mana, 3/4 flyer that has some upside. There's a decent amount of pump spells in the format, so you can really kind of get Feather to work. So Feather is a very strong rare. It is a gold card, though, so if there's a strong enough monocolored card, I could definitely see taking that. D-Spark, pretty solid, but definitely not as good as Feather. And D-Spark is not as... is also a gold card, so it does pay the tax of not being as flexible. Flexible cards are really at a premium, which is why Planeswalker cards that are hybrid, like Kaya Bane of the Dead, are so good, because Kaya can either be a mono black card or a mono white card, so it's like two colors in a good way instead of in a bad way. Kaya is quite good. If you like, it's a 6-mana card that if the board is like stalled, will kill 2 creatures. It doesn't care about hexproof, and overall Kaya is a very strong card, definitely competing with the Feather here. I'm not sure which one I will end up taking. And then Lawrun Enforcer is the best common of the commons in this pack. Just one of the top white commons. It taps down pretty much every relevant threat. It doesn't tap down army creatures. It doesn't tap down Ugin's Conjurant, I mean. And it doesn't tap down like Vitu-Ghazi. But other than that, it taps down pretty much everything. So Lawrun Enforcer is quite good. I think I would take Kaya over it, though, just for the added flexibility of being a black or a white card. And then there's some question as to whether taking Feather the Redeemed is correct, just because of how powerful Feather is. And it's also a really nice card to get early, because then you can build around it, which is quite nice as well. The main cards that come to mind when I'm thinking about building around Feather are Samet Sprint. Defiant Strike seems really good because it draws you a card, and also you can like use it on your opponent's turn as well because it's cheap enough. And then what's it called? Battlefield Promotion. Those are the 3 big ones that I think of, but I'm sure there's a decent number of pump spells in the set. So this is close. I think Kaya has the highest likelihood to make my deck, but it is a very expensive card, and it doesn't necessarily win you the game on its own. That being said, I still think I am going to take it over the Feather. It's just so much more flexible. It can go into multiple different decks, and is very likely to make my final deck and be a good card in the deck I end up drafting. Okie doke. Next up, Dovin is okay. He's done decent work in games I've seen. He's been kind of annoying, but he is fairly easy to kill, so keep that in mind. In decks you build, you need to have ways to protect him a little bit or proliferate onto him and stuff like that. Invade the City doesn't seem insane to me. It seems kind of hard to enable. You can't cast it in the early game, and in the late game, it can just get balanced or killed by an unconditional removal spell. Mayhem Devil is a pretty strong gold card. That being said, there's not a ton of ways to... I mean, just as a 3-mana 3/3, but there's not a ton of ways to sacrifice creatures in this set. I mean, I'm sure you can build around it a little bit, but overall not an insanely powerful card. Overall not insane in limited. Other than just being a 3-mana 3/3. So if you're black-red, you'll play it for sure, but outside of that, you don't necessarily want to. Here, I really do want to stick to black or white, because Kaya is a pretty good card of those. Divine Arrow is alright, but it's not as good as the black removal spells, Obnixilus's Cruelty, and Spark Harvest. And initially I was thinking that Obnixilus's Cruelty would be better, but I think Spark Harvest, just being able to kill those Planeswalkers is really important, because sometimes your opponent will just have a really good Planeswalker, and you just need to be able to kill it. So I think the first Spark Harvest is really a premium card to be able to pick up. So I think I will take the first Spark Harvest over the first Obnixilus's Cruelty, and be pretty happy doing so. So I think in this pack it goes Spark Harvest, then Obnixilus's Cruelty, and then maybe Divine Arrow. I'm not super high on Toll of the Invasion. 3 mana to make them discard a card is just so expensive. Even if it does amass one, in limited, people generally don't have cards that are like that worth it. So it's a fine sideboard card if your opponent has like really good bomb rares. But generally, like 3 mana, this just isn't impactful enough. So we're gonna take the Spark Harvest here. Okie doke. Looking at this pack, Lazotep Plating is a fine card. You can use it as a pseudo counterspell for like removal, but that's a pretty narrow effect, so you can't really hold this up all that often. Jaya Venerated Fire Mage is nice if you can get some other like red removal spells. Like it works really nicely with Chandra's Pyrohelix, or whatever that card's called, the 2-mana card that does 1 damage to 2 different creatures. So Jaya does really well with that type of effect, and it can just kill smaller creatures. That being said, it is pretty expensive, and it only does 2 damage a couple times, so not necessarily the most unbelievable planeswalker. It also makes your red creatures better, but I think Jaya is a pretty solid card, but nothing like unbelievable. I could like definitely see taking other cards over it. It's not like, yeah. And then Kaya, I mean, then Rao's Outburst is quite nice as well. It's just always going to get you a 2-for-1 pretty much. You can almost always kill something with 3 damage to any target. You can kill planeswalkers, you can kill creatures, and then you look at the top 2 and you just draw one of them. So pretty nice card selection. I mean, decent card selection, and then you're definitely drawing a card. It's not like it only draws permanents or something like that. So I really like Rao's Outburst, but it's neither of my colors, and I do want to stay flexible early. Lazotep's Reaver is the best common in this pack. Just a very solid card. 2 mana, 2/3 spread across 2 bodies. Later on in the game, it can amass. It can be a decent card to sacrifice to a thing like Spark Harvest, so definitely a strong card. However, I think it's a little bit worse than the Jaya, and I think even though Rao's Outburst is a bit better than Jaya, this is a gold card, and I'd rather just stick to 2 colors, so I can just play all the cards. I could play a red-black deck. Jaya, that's one of the benefits of taking such a flexible card like Kaya early. So I'm going to take the Jaya over the Lazotep Reaver. And here we see a red-black uncommon here. This card is pretty solid, 3 mana, 3/3. We have a Sacrifice Outlet already. There's also a Wanderer Strike if we wanted to transfer to a white-black deck. And then there is a Spellgorger Weird. And Spellgorger Weird is pretty solid. I already have 3 non-creature spells to work with the Spellgorger Weird. So that's another thing to keep in mind. However, I think I'm picking mainly between the Mayhem Devil and the Wanderer Strike. And Spellgorger Weird is a bit secondary. I think I would take the Wanderer Strike over it, just so I can be hedging a little bit more effectively. Wanderer Strike is good. It would mean giving up on the Jaya's Venerated Fire, on the Jaya Venerated Fire Mage. Mayhem Devil actually works pretty well with the Jaya because it doubles the damage, so you would do 2 damage to the creature, so that's something to keep in mind. And also, I do like to prioritize taking strong creatures. There's also a Raging Crunch, and Raging Crunch is pretty nice as well in this pack. Mayhem Devil seems like a solid card. Definitely seems like one I could justify taking here. 3 mana, 3/3 is a pretty solid body. The question is, do I just want to take the Wanderer Strike and then potentially just splash one of the cards? I think I'm going to take the Mayhem Devil here, see how it works out in practice. On-Crop Invader actually works quite nicely with the Mayhem Devil. It's another way to sacrifice creatures. It also works decently with the Jaya. Looking at this pack, there's a Teo, but I'm not a huge fan of Teo. He just doesn't really progress your game plan in a way that leads to you winning. He can like slow the game down, but a lot of the time you'll slow the game down and then your opponent will drop their bomb rare and you'll lose. So Teo's not my big favorite card. I think Battlefield Promotion is pretty decent. Unlikely Aid is a card that I like a decent amount, but On-Crop Invader is pretty nice, especially if you can get some things to sacrifice. I already have a Mayhem Devil, and sacrifice. Mayhem Devil does want things that let you sacrifice other things, and I kind of just want to try out this deck, see if it's a thing you can do. So we'll take the On-Crop Invader. Generally, you want to have cards like this, the synergy cards. You want to get as many of them as you can. So I think we'll take another On-Crop Invader. Maybe pick up a Nahiri's Stoneblades if we can get because First Strike plus Nahiri's Stoneblades is a nice combo. So I'm going to take the On-Crop Invader over the Vraska's Finisher. I think Vraska's Finisher is a great card, but I just want to try out going a little bit deeper on this theme and seeing if it can work out in practice. Invading Manticore. So this 6 mana gives me a creature that I could potentially sacrifice. Not really what I'm looking for in a 6-drop, has to be said. I think I'm just going to take, though I do already have 3 3-drops, so I don't really need a Shriek Diver. I feel like the Amass cards are where I'm really going to get a bunch of the things that I want to sacrifice, so keeping that in mind. I don't really like the Manticore, though. It's just too, yeah. I think I'd rather just have an Evasive Threat. It's just too expensive for what it does. We'll just take the Evasive Threat. And now we get a Heartfire, another way to sacrifice things. So we're going to be looking for things to sacrifice. And then Aid the Fallen is a card that we will want to pick up, but I think we'll take the first Heartfire. Okay, we do get Aid the Fallen. We have 2 Planeswalkers and a bunch of creatures, so Aid the Fallen is going to be pretty good. And we did get a Manticore eventually, so maybe we can use that as a sacrifice thing. Another Heartfire. Hopefully we can pick up some Lazotep Reavers. That's now really the card we want more than anything. We'll just take the blue card. We'll take this card's probably. We'll take this one. Okay, we'll take the Anti-Flyer card. Okay, so now we're really looking for Lazotep Reavers. Wow, this card's unbelievable. This card's really strong. But unfortunately, we are not playing that color. We will end up probably just taking the Kaya Bane of the Dead in this pack. We are a black-red deck at this point, so the only other card is Chandra's Pyrohelix, which does work nicely with the Jaya, but Kaya is just a lot better than that, and it's like 2 removal spells on 1 and all that good stuff. A card I really do like. So we're going to just take the Kaya here over the Chandra's Pyrohelix. Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. Is this worth picking up a splash color for? So Planeswalkers that can plus are generally going to be very good in this set. It can target Planeswalkers, which is a nice upside. There's a Mana Geode in this pack, which has a decent potential to wheel. And then you can bring back creatures from your graveyard. I don't think I want to take another Heartfire at this point. I already have 2 copies, and I don't have anything good to sacrifice to it, so I might only be able to play 1 anyway. I think taking a Sorin and then potentially splashing it is probably the best upside pick in this pack. And then we can maybe wheel the Mana Geode. Mana Geode is also fine in this deck because it can get me up to my 6 drops. So I think I'm just going to take the Sorin here. Okie doke. In this pack, there's another On-Crop Invader. There's also a Blind Blast. I kind of want to try out Blind Blast. I haven't gotten a chance to play with it, and it seems like it has some potential. That being said, you want to make sure you pick up enough creatures. And right now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 creatures, 5 creatures. So taking another non-creature might just be the wrong move. So taking another On-Crop Invader actually does kind of speak to me. I think I'm just going to do that. And then I really need to prioritize 2 drops if I see them. Nahiri's Stoneblade is actually great in this deck, though. When you have a couple copies of, when you have 3 copies of On-Crop Invader, Nahiri's Stoneblade is going to be very effective. So I'm going to be pretty happy taking the Nahiri's Stoneblade here. And it's going to be a great card in my deck. And then we'll maybe get the other On-Crop Invader or Shriek Diver on the wheel. So this is a deck that I haven't really drafted all that much, but hopefully it ends up working out. Aid the Fallen, don't really want that. We'll just take a Goblin Assailant. We might need more 2-drops. Because we don't really have any right now. Picking up a Kaya's Ghost form. We might try this one out. Don't really want another Heartfire. Prismite could help me splash this Sorin, so I think I'm just going to take that. Saheeli Silverwing has actually been good for me. I've liked Saheeli Silverwing a decent amount. And we don't really have 4 drops, so Saheeli Silverwing's probably just going to make the cut here. We don't really want run a bunch of Goblin Assailants. Good 2 drops are hard to find. So I guess we will take a Goblin Assailant here. Goblin Assault team's not great. Yeah, we'll just take the Goblin Assailant. Another Heartfire. Not really where I want to be, but we'll take it. Blind Blast came back. Price of Betrayal came back. I'm just going to try the Blind Blast. I'm not going to play 3 Heartfires. I'm probably only going to play 1. Yeah, this pack doesn't really have much. Vivian's Grizzly is quite good, but we're not playing green. Hopefully not having to play Banehound here. We do have a lot of good playables, like very solid cards, even if we don't end up playing the like a ton of the sacrifice cards. Grim Initiate's a card I actually really want, because it gives me 2 things to sacrifice to my On-Crop Invaders and my Heartfires, and my Mayhem Devil gets a little bit better with that. What's this do? Instant and sorcery. So I can cast instants or sorceries. Sorcery, instant. That card does not seem good for me. Chaya's Triumph. 2 mana, deal 3. Nice. That's just great removal. We're going to end up taking this, I think. It's just better than the Sorin Sturs because it does more damage. It can deal damage to Planeswalkers. And then hopefully we can wheel Grim Initiate. I don't think anyone else wants it, so we should be able to do that. Also, Iron Bully is a nice one because we can put a counter onto our On-Crop Invader and then sacrifice the Iron Bully. This is just a good 2-drop to play, but we're just taking the Chandra's Triumph. Ho Karn. Definitely not playing that one. I do like the Dreadhorde Twins. It makes 2 bodies for my various sacrifice creature things. But that being said, I'm just going to have to take the Spark Harvest, baby. How many removal spells do I have? I have 1 Spark Harvest. Probably not going to play the Kaya's Ghost form. I have 2 Kayas. The Jaya Sorin isn't a removal spell. Never mind. Heartfire. Yeah, we don't need more removal. Let's just take the Dreadhorde Twins to help enable the rest of our deck. We also don't really have a ton of 4-drops. Hopefully we can get a Burning Prophet back or something, like another 2-drop would be nice. But yeah, Spark Harvest is good, but we need to just enable some of our sacrifice cards. And Bolas' Citadel, that's a sweet one. It's also in our colors, and yeah, let's just play it. Let's run it. I think it's going to be good. We have some life gain. This is life gain. That's it. It gives our creatures lifelink. Not really a ton of life gain, I guess. But we don't really need a ton of life gain. And Bolas' Citadel is so sweet. Hopefully we can get a Mana Geode to help us ramp into it. I'd really like to see another Mana Geode. And then Burning Prophet's like probably fine. But Bolas' Citadel is going to be sweet. I actually really like Sorin's Thirst in this deck, especially when you pick up a Bolas' Citadel, but I'm just going to have to take the Lazotep Reaver. It's just so good with my triple on-crop Invader. Like Sacrifice, my Heartfire. Yeah, I just have to take Lazotep Reaver. Hopefully I can get back some Iron Bullies, maybe. Raging Crunch is good. Sorin's Thirst is really good as well, but we're just going to take the Lazotep. Bond of Passion. I actually kind of want to take it because I have so many ways to sacrifice the creature for only 1 mana. So if I get up to 7 mana, then I can just use Bond of Passion. And there's not really a ton else in this pack, so let's just take it. Try it out. Sorin's Thirst, really looking good here. Let's see how many creatures. I think I have to take the Sorin's Thirst. I just need some ways to gain life with this Bolas' Citadel. I wish there was a ramp thing in this deck. Return a creature from my graveyard to the battlefield and give it haste. I don't really have any good things that work with that. Yeah, we're just going to take the Sorin's Thirst. I'm probably not going to end up splashing this Sorin here. Let's see how many creatures I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 creatures. I don't really want the Tithebreaker Giant. I'm just going to take the Sorin's Thirst. I think I have to take it. And another Prismite. Maybe this is getting me closer to playing this Sorin. We'll take it, I guess. We don't really need the Chain Whip Cyclops. Another Heartfire? Not really. No, thank you. Do we want Chain Whip Cyclops here? It could have some potential. We definitely don't need another Heartfire. Tithebreaker Giant's interesting. We already have a bunch of 6-drops. Probably not going to play the Bolas' Citadel if I splash, but you never know. Let's just take the Chain Whip Cyclops. Haha, Grim Initiate did come back. That's really key. I really like seeing that. I think I'm just definitely taking this over the Duskmantle Operative. Samet Sprint is great with our first striker, so we're just taking that. Another Blind Blast, sure. Another first Iron Bully. Iron Bully is going to be good, I think. Just more sacrifice fodder. And we're probably going to run some more of these Heartfires. Okay, so I think we are going to run the Prismite. Let's just try the Heartfires. Like, see if we can really work them to enable them. So, Heartfires, let's just try the Heartfires in. And then cut the Bolas' Citadel because it's so hard to cast. We'll run 1 plane, 2 planes maybe. And then 2 Prismites to cast our Sorin. That might just be super greedy, but I kind of want to try out the Sorin, and I think this could have potential. It depends, how aggressive is our deck? We have 1, 2, 3. Ah! Whoa. For those of you wondering what the heck that was, I'm not currently streaming, but I forgot to turn off the sound effect that happens from when I'm streaming, and I get a follower. So someone just followed the stream while I was recording this video, which is hilarious. So, yeah, that's what that was. Sorry if that startled the heck out of you. It startled the heck out of me, too, if that helps. What do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of the Invading Manticore and the Chain Whip Cyclops. We now have 3 6-drops. These are triple black. Splashing is going to be so hard. It's probably not worth it for a Sorin. Yeah, let's just not splash. We want... Let's look at our deck. And then we can play the Citadel. So we have 18 red and 9 black. So let's go 9-8. We have 3 triple black cards. And a double black card. Yeah, we have to run more swamps than mountains. That just doesn't make sense not to. We have to keep all of our creatures. Now that we're not splashing, I kind of want to run the extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 drops. Saheeli Silverwing, probably not the greatest, but we're going to cut the Blind Blast. I don't think they do enough, and they're just kind of air in our deck. So, Prismite's also pretty bad. So, let's just try that. It's like worse than the 2-mana 2/2 guy. We have... How many creatures do we have now? We have 12 creatures. We have to cut non-creatures here. Bolas' Citadel might just be too expensive for our deck. It doesn't do anything when it immediately comes into play. It's just so hard. Man, I think the card's good, but I think it might be more of a sideboard card. Let's cut a Heartfire. Let's cut the Bolas' Citadel. No, that can't be right. Arg, this is so tricky. We could cut Aid the Fallen. All of our Planeswalkers are pretty expensive anyway. Yeah, let's cut Aid the Fallen. And then our final cut shall be... I think we want to have like 3 2-drops. That seems fine. Jeez. 12 creatures only is so low. Let's cut Samet's Sprint. We already have the Nahiri Stoneblades. Yikes. Oh man, it's so hard. Okay, this is our deck. We're gonna make the On-Crop Invader our poster child card. Yeah, we'll try it out, see how it works out in practice. I'm not sure how good the strategy is, but this is the only way to find out is to try it out yourself. Yeah, but we'll try it out. So hopefully it works out, and we have some of our combos already. So let's get it rolling, I guess. And On-Crop Invader is just really hard to block. Well, that had to be our worst draw. Maybe taking the second Kaya is just really dumb and bad. We were only supposed to be playing one Kaya. Let's just block it. He looks like he's on the same color combination as us. We also have our sweet 7-mana combo. Wow, that was a really effective use of a turn. Hard to deny that one. Just buy back your 2-drop. Yikes. I'm a fan of the On-Crop. Don't kill him. No, you don't want this. Oh, it's War Screecher. Let's bluff attack him. Hold full control. The ultimate bluff. Oh, got him! Got in for that damage! Get on my level, opponent. Get outplayed. So now, we have drawn pretty much every expensive card in our deck. So, yeah. I think I do want Samet's Sprint. It's just so good. I have 4 different first strike creatures. I think I'm going to play it over a Kaya. Wow, well, Teo's kind of annoying. Makes these On-Crop Invaders look a little bit silly. Oh my gosh. Jaya is great here. Jaya works so well with on-crop invaders. What the heck? Go for a removal spell on one of my on-crop invaders' opponents. See how it works out for you. I think I constructed this deck a little bit poorly, but seeing the cards in action, I have a little bit better of an idea. Oh no, not the Krovod. All I need, I'm not going to play the Jaya here. I'm just going to keep waiting. And then I'm going to Kaya, kill the War Screecher, kill the Krovod. Then I'm going to kill the War Screecher. Kaya hard counter on Teo's passive. Get wrecked, mate. No blocks. We're not really feeling any pressure here. Perfect. And because we have two Kayas, we can just kind of afford to just play a little conservative here. And then once we get our Jaya out, it's all going to work out perfectly. Yeah, having two Kayas, cutting a Kaya kind of seems insane, because Kaya is very good. Oh, you have a way to kill my Kaya? Well, that's not cool, buddy. That's a kind of a no-no, I must say. And then we will Kaya, kill his flyer. If we draw a land, we can play Bond of Passion on whatever big creature he plays next. No attacks. We can then Jaya, kill this thing. What did he put on top is the question. Martyr for the Cause? Seems like an odd one described at the top, I must say. Wow, that's not cool, bro. Gotta be said. That's kind of not cool. Okay, we're just gonna save our Bond of Passion combo here. We're just gonna. Do we want to just kill the Martyr while it only puts things on Teo? Probably. Though I don't really care about the other creatures. If he's putting it on creatures, I could just take them with Bond of Passion. No attacks. We'll keep back both blockers so we can just kill this thing next turn, and then he'll only have walls. We'll hold up our Heartfire, though. Oh, savage. Okay. We will Heartfire in response. Yeah. So we will sacrifice our Planeswalker in response. Kill your Planeswalker. Wow, my opponent dealt with all of my Planeswalkers so effectively. Oh, thank goodness. There's a draw. That's a draw for you. We shall sacrifice this creature. And now we shall sacrifice this creature. Let's get our last guy out there. Okay, that's probably big enough to warrant taking. No blocks. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Oh, this is so satisfying. Firing on all cylinders, bond of passion. We have found its home. That worked out nicely. Yes. Oh, that is good. That is so good. That was satisfying, I must say. Okay. So knowing a little bit more about the deck, let's bring in the invading Manticore. Let's bring in a sandwich sprint. Let's cut let's cut Bolas' Citadel. And what's another card that didn't look very good that wouldn't have been very good that game? Let's cut one Kaya. No, Kaya's too good to cut. It's double removal spell on one card. It's just such an easy value play. And then I can sacrifice it, so Kaya's definitely staying. Probably don't want the invading Manticore after all. So yeah, I think actually Sandwich Sprint is going to be pretty good here. Though Bolas' Citadel is kind of hard to answer. Yeah, let's just keep it like it is. Our deck can stall the game pretty effectively, and we need more testing with this configuration before we change anything, I think. Okay, this is a great hand. We have mana. Our deck has a lot of top end, even though it is relatively, like, it's got some aggressive, like, starts in it, but it is a very aggressive deck at heart. Let's go with the Archetype Reaver. And then get the On-Crop Invader down, and then the Iron Bully the turn after, onto the On-Crop Invader. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you, opponent. I see your Vizier of the Scorpion, and I raise you an On-Crop Invader. Well, this doesn't look suspicious at all. What could he have? He could have +1/+1 in first strike. Let's just bait him. Let's just do this. Well, that worked out. We could have tried to eat his guy with our On-Crop Invader, but that just walks into a lot of tricks, and him trading off his Death Toucher is generally pretty good for us. Okay. So we can Chandra's Triumph his Teo. That seems like a solid enough play. Just an annoying card that we'll have to deal with probably eventually. Because it just basically is killing a couple of 0-3s with the card. And now our Iron Bully can suit up the Goblin Assailant. Okay. Change of plan. Killing Teo was a mistake probably because we knew he had Aid the Fallen in his deck, so he just cast it so early last game that I forgot about it. Maybe we should have sided in Aid the Fallen. But his removal didn't really care about Aid the Fallen. He had like a banishing thing. Okay. Good thing he cast that before I played my Iron Bully. That could have gotten ugly. Wow. That was not the most effective I've ever seen those types of cards be. Wow, that was truly terrifying how bad that auto tapper was for me. I guess it wanted me to keep up Sorin's Thirst, but that was not the prettiest auto tapper in the universe. Like, geez. I guess I'm not really planning on attacking with my Grim Initiate anyway, but maybe auto tapper was doing me a favor. Death Kratos? Sure. Sure, we will just start attacking this Teo with our on-crop invader. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't side that card out. That would have been very foolish of me. Let's just attack. He'd rather have an 0-3 than a 1-1 Death Toucher. That's an interesting choice. Sure. I'm glad I didn't play this 1-1 yet. Oh, if you offer the trade, buddy, I am taking this 100%. That is so good for me because this guy's just going to get eaten by the Cobalt, by the Tybalt token. Okay. Players can't gain life. So that kind of does sap on my... Let's attack this guy. On-crop invader with a counter on it is actually like a pretty legit threat. And I don't even have to use life with this. I can just start using my... I can just get extra lands from it and things like that if I need to. He also doesn't have any pressure on my life total, so... Oh, yes. That is quite good. Let's do this. Life is fine. I still don't really want to play this Grim Initiate when he's got these 1-1s out. Okay, we'll have to kill that in response to a sacrifice. If he taps out of enough mana to let me do that. Oh, goody. Let's go. This is going to get good. What? Well, that is unbelievable that he let that happen. Oh my gosh. Really nothing here? We'll just save the Nihiri Stoneblades. This is a fine exchange for us. We'll wait for him to put these on the stack before we sacrifice. There's no way we lose this exchange here. We can just sacrifice this thing twice, ping this thing twice. We might have to use our Soren's Thirst along the way there, but... That's hilarious! It's A player! I didn't even realize! Oh my gosh, that's even better for me. Oh my gosh. That's so brutal! Why does it say A player? That's such poor templating. That's so punishing to other people playing. Oh my gosh. That has gotta be, like, complete brutality. I guess it's so that you can, like, use your Angrath's thing to make them sacrifice a creature or something. But that's so funny. Oh my gosh. What do we want to change about this deck? We only have 12 creatures. Yeah, we have to keep our top end though. Our 4/6 drops are incredible. Our 5 drops pretty great. And we don't really have any good... We don't have like another Archetype Reaver that's sitting on the bench. I could see cutting a Heartfire for a Samet Sprint though. That seems like it could have some potential. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Opponent just gets completely backfired on. That is not what you wanted to have happen. I mean, he was really not in good shape that game regardless. Regardless, he was not in good shape. Whew. Mincha. This is a good hand. We got our Archetype Reaver. We got our newly found Samet's Sprint. We have like a decent number of lands, including triple black. Okay, so this is going to be a great hand as soon as we find a red source, because then we can go on Crop Invader and Mayhem Devil. Let's get that combo all set up. I think we'll want to play the Mayhem Devil first. Because then we can immediately play the on Crop Invader and activate it if we need to ping something. Though I guess we can do that in the opposite order. So on Crop Invader is probably actually better first. Because then our opponent might play a 1 toughness creature that we can snipe. And our on Crop Invader gets to use the stats. I changed my mind. On Crop Invader is definitely better to play first. Okay, he now knows. All of that top secret info has been leaked to the world. Toll of the invasion. This guy is just sitting in a corner. Huh. Wow, there goes my Mayhem Devil. I can't even cast it, and he took it. Let's just send with the Archetype Reaver. We can use this guy and sacrifice it later. Unfortunately, we've drawn 5 swamps. Maybe the fact that he took Mayhem Devil means he's not going to be able to grow this for a while. Or he's got like a Vraska or something. Interesting. You know, red cards are just what the doctor ordered here. We all know it. Red cards and swamps were meant to go together since the dawn of time. It has been foretold. So this guy's definitely playing more than just black-green. There's no way you play double Gateway Plaza and a New Horizons. Why do I always want to say rampant something? Yeah, Leyline Prowler's pretty good. Whew. Yes! Oh, sweet, sweet swamp. So our on-crop invader is going to hold down the fort for a while here. Until we draw our Kayas. Our Kayas are going to do great work. We want to save this for a Planeswalker because we can't really punch through as easily right now. Okay. Might have to kill that. Okay. Yeah, that one's a bit big. A bit too large and in charge for my liking. He doesn't know about the stone blades, but he does know about the sprint. Wow, lots of Gateway Plazas. I think our plan here is just to wait until we draw our Jaya, one of our two Kayas. Yeah, we don't even care about the Dreadhorde Twins. The fact that that's his splashed card is good for us. Huh. This makes me think he has a combat trick. Because who attacks here if they don't have a combat trick? The question is, do I block? You could have the green combat trick, that seems most likely, or you could have unlikely aid, which is also relatively common. Okay, he didn't attack. Give me Bolas' Citadel. Okay, another red mana is fine. Opponent might not be ready for this Nahiri Stone Blades. Okay. Opponent has Kaya and drew it first. I see how it is. I see how it is, young Padawan. Definitely don't want that. I just kind of want to scry so I can get some more knowledge about my hand. Okay. Hmm. Keep in mind we still have both of our Kayas, our Jaya, and our Bolas' Citadel to draw in our 25 cards. So those are our 4 best cards for this situation. So we are by no means out of this game. Why the heck are you playing Kesmina? He's just splashing all these Planeswalkers. Like, Casmina's good, but, like, is it splashable good? I guess you can kind of splash anything when you have triple Gateway Plaza and your opponent's color screwed for half the game. I don't think this game is a good indication of how these decks match up in reality. He has Ral, of course he does. A blue-red card in his black-red deck. Yikes. Okay, he's scryed at the bottom. Yeah, this game's over. Let's just see more of his cards, though. It's always really awkward to flood out the way we did, because not only is it the 8 lands problem, it's more of the 8 lands, but none of our expensive cards, and not the right colors of lands. So it's more of all things not working together at once problem. So I definitely was right about probably needing to save my Spark, whatever the heck. Spark Catcher. Spark Harvest. That's kind of neat combo. You can scry and then loot into something. If we draw Kaya, we're still probably dead. Like every instant or sorcery he casts, the rest of the game gets copied. Let's double block this one. That's just a good trade for us. 1-2 for 2-2. What have you got, opponent? Maybe I should have just killed this to save some life. Oh, Ugin's Conjurant for 9. No big deal. Oh, gosh. How close would I be to killing him? If we drew another mountain, this would be 9, 10, 14, 16 damage. Wow. I think it's still worth Ugin's Conjuring to kill some of his planeswalkers, maybe. And let's just knock out this Kaya. Kill the Ral. Knock out Casmina. We do take quite a hit here. But we're not out of it. We could just draw our own Kaya now. That was actually a great draw. Whew. Bond of Passion doing a lot more work than I thought it would. We shall not attack. Now we can concede. We don't have any ways back in. Okay. How does Blind Blast look? Seems okay. Soren seems very good in this type of matchup where you can just hit his planeswalkers, tick it up, bring back creatures, but kind of hard on the mana. So we have a lot of expensive cards. Let's cut. He knows about Samet Sprint now. Let's bring in Blind Blast for Samet Sprint. Just to help us get through his defenses and kill his planeswalkers a little bit easier. This is a keeper. It's not the greatest hand, but if we hit a land, our hand comes together really nicely, and if we just hit all of our lands, we just are in great shape. So lands or spells being pretty nice is usually a good place to be. And we're 70% to hit our third land by turn 3. That's just a good number to know for all of you math folks. All you folks that care about math. Okay. Lead with Swamp. He already knows my colors. There's no preference on which land I play first. Give me land. Oh, yes. The Lazotep Reaver into On-Crop Invaders combo. Let's see if our opponent can beat us when we have both of our colors early on in the game. Obviously, I want to draw 3 swamps by turn 6, but, you know, can't always hit those. If he has Toll the Invasion, I'd rather get this guy into play. This guy's also just bigger right off the bat, so let's do this. Let's do this thing. The guy just attacks really well also. Nice. Oh yes, the lands are flowing in this haven. Do we want to play the On-Crop Invader because he can attack? I kind of like that. We should have played the Dreadhorde Twins and then been able to attack with that one. But this sets us up better for if we draw a land next turn, because then we can play Dreadhorde Twins and attack with everything. But yeah, I should have played Dreadhorde Twins pre-combat and hit him for 6. That would have been better. But now if I draw a land, I have 3 attackers. Interesting. Now I might Spark Harvest him. Let's get you. Not that he was planning on attacking, but it's still nice to get it out of the way. Okay, perfect. We're just going to play the most mana efficient plays here. We only lose 1/1 worth of stats. And we get to keep the pressure on. His planeswalkers are all abysmal right now. And all I am is 1 land away from Bolas' Citadel. So if he plays like Toll of the Invasion, I win anyway. And now I can cast like any spell I can cast. I can draw, I can cast, and oh, that was actually excellent. Now he has to block my on-crop invader. So we have to do this in the right order. We have to sacrifice the zombie army and then sacrifice the Grim Initiate. Okay, so in this scenario, he is taking 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're definitely sacrificing the Dreadhorde Twins, because that would be 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah, I can do it multiple times. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There was going to be some scenarios where I sacrificed the first zombie and then sacrificed the Grim Initiate, but that ended up working out. Okie doke. Heartfire kills the 2/3. Blind Blast doesn't kill anything. I think I just want the Invading Manticore. I just want more expensive stuff. Then maybe I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 drops. Let's just... This scries me. This draws me. Man, it's tricky. This works well with First Strike as well. Let's just play that. Ugh. Also, getting to attack through blockers and kill planeswalkers and kill opponents is always fun. On the draw. How good is this hand on the draw? Not great. 2 lands is not a lot of lands. Only 1 color. We're going to mulligan. Okay, this hand at least has both colors. Scrying away Kaya is essentially drawing a card because we don't need 2 Kayas and we don't have lands to cast 2 Kayas. Yeah, this is just going to be rough if we lose 2 games to mana problems. Of course. The old Soul Diviner coming for my soul. Well, that's not great. At least Blind Blast is going to be able to take down his army to... No, he can't because the Soul Diviner will just kill it and draw an extra card. Dang it, mulliganing feels bad. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. The classic ugh feeling. Just attack me. What could go wrong? Correct answer. Nothing could go wrong. If he blocks, we will Blind Blast him. Because we want to draw lands anyway. And if he doesn't block, we'll just play the on-crop invader. So it's a win-win. Get on my level, opponent. I just drew that card. Get Erect. You thought you could stop me. Come on, land. Oh, Dave Reel. That's not cool, bro. Farewell, Kaya. We hardly knew ye. That's irksome. So if I just attack, he'll go block, block. I'll have to discard another card. I can't afford to discard another card here, though. He's going to get to use the Soul Diviner to take a thing off of Dave Reel. Here is where we look. I mean, here's where I wish I'd had the Chandra's Triumph before so I could kill this Soul Diviner. This annoyance. This thorn in my side. Opponent has 5 cards. I have 2. Though I will draw another card next turn, so I'll only be down by 2 cards. And I can cast most spells I draw. Not Bolas' Citadel, unfortunately, because that card would be great here. No! Oh, that's so bad. Shoot. Oh, man. We really needed to be able to kill that Soul Diviner. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. I sense a Kaya in my future. Ooh. Nice. Okay. That's fine. At some point we can Chandra's Triumph for a decent value. And now we can... Never mind. Kaya would be a catastrophe for me here. This Soul Diviner's done a lot of work this game. Yeah, there's Kaya. Oh, rats. Oh, this is so bad. He's just going to kill the on-crop invader. Luckily, we can shoot this Kaya, which essentially kills it. But then he gets to draw another card with his Soul Diviner. It's just so... such a hassle. Nahiri's Stoneblade would actually be pretty good here. That's kind of what I'm hoping to draw. Okay, so if we attack Kaya with everything, play our on-crop Invader. He'll go block, he'll take that one, then we can finish that off post-combat. Oh no, but we can't finish it off post-combat. Shoot. Rats! Oh man, so if we attack Kaya with everything, we can kill the Kaya and kill the Soul Diviner, but we end up down our Havoc Devil thing. Ideal world, our opponent gets too fancy, they just remove a counter from Kaya, keep their Soul Diviner around. What? That's really good for us. Sure, we lost our Goblin Assailant, but we're not that far behind now, and we have a potent little synergy about to get set up. And the Kaya goes to 1 loyalty. I don't know exactly what our opponent was playing around there. There's a Kazumina. And since we are kind of on the offensive, we can just attack this Kazumina here. Guild Globe is pretty good fixing, not gonna lie. Huh. He'll probably chump. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's get the Dreadhorde twins down. We're in decent shape here. So we're gonna have a pretty stable board. He's gonna be kind of out of card draw, as long as he doesn't like play a Ral here. And if we can find one of our 4 big payoffs, as I said, 2 Kayas, the card that steals a creature would be good, though not with the Kazumina in play. And then another whatever. Our Kayas are going to be good. Our on-crop invader is going to do a good job holding down the fort here. Okay. This is where you hope they don't have a second Kaya. Oh no, he's hovering. Maybe I'm supposed to side out the bond if I know they have Kazumina. Because then I can't really steal their creatures because it costs 8 mana then to do. I need to draw Bolas' Citadel is really what I really need here. Or Kaya. Or Bolas' Citadel into Kaya would be splendid. I could take the life hit. How does my opponent only have 6 lands in play? I guess they've looted away 2 lands. Only, oh yeah, 2 lands. Let's not block like that. That seems like very risky blocking. Let's block like this. And this. And this. Because now I can sacrifice one of my creatures if I want. I ate. Oh, this doesn't have first strike on defense. Oh, I learn something new every day. Well, well, well. Well, 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 indeed. Yikes. I can't even use my Kai if I draw it. Well, that's good to know. You'll learn something new every day. Gotta be said, though, our draws did not line up well against what our opponents did at all in the games we lost. Yeah, that's game. Rats. Well, Blind Blast was a disappointment, to say the least. I think we just want more creatures in that type of spot. But to be fair, our mana just did not cooperate either of those games, really. Yeah, let's just add a Prismite over this Samet Sprint, just to have more creatures. Well, we are 1-1, backs to the wall, as the saying goes. But you know, that's sometimes the nature of trying new things. You don't always succeed, but when you try new things, you can sometimes succeed in a major way. Okay, we're going to keep this. This hand has potential. And Archetype Reaver is probably one of the better non-lands we could draw. All we wanted are lands, obviously. Feels like we've been a little bit short on lands every game we've played, but, you know, such is life. I just want to have Nahiri Stoneblades when I have 2 First Strikers in play. Is that too much to ask? I think we're just going to use our Nahiri Stoneblades here. We'll probably block each of them, and then we'll just kill both his guys. Seems like a fine use, especially because we're going to be discarding to hand size. It's not even truly a 2-for-1 because this one card, it would have been a 2-for-2 because the Archetype Reaver made both of them. I have to say, drawing lands is better than not drawing lands. It's one of those things that doesn't really make sense until you say it out loud, but then you realize that you like being able to cast your spells. It's just kind of a teamwork thing. Your spells work together with your non-spells, and your 6-drops, your opponent's casting 6-drops when you're casting non-6-drops. Isn't as fun. If we draw a land every turn for the rest of the game, we will win, I think. Maybe not every turn for the rest of the game. Oh. No! It always sucks when your opponent's got their all 3 of their colors before you have enough lands to cast your spells, but such is the nature of the game. I thought this had first strike all the time. Definitely a good lesson to learn. Goblin Assailant being a 3/3 is pretty nice. Now I can just chump this a couple turns if I need to. Not going to start the chumpening yet, though. Ah, the sketchy tale of Jiang Yanggu. Oh, I am familiar with this tale. Jiang Yanggu was but a noble man. Oh, yes. 'Tis a sad tale. Invade from the skies. I forgot about this Oath of Kaya. Rats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump now. Yikes. But I think killing Jiang before it can do a ton of work is good. And we may have to jump for a turn, but then we'll have some pretty decent double blocks and stuff. Block with our worst guy. Get wrecked, son. And what's his top card? Whoa, that's not good for me. That is so bad for me on many levels. We ideally would have drawn land that turn, so we could get closer to casting this Kaya and dealing with the Tidebreaker Giant and this Vivian's Grizzly, but you know, such is life. We can afford to attack. We have a nice triple block set up on this Giant. We know he's not drawing a combat trick, that's for sure. If he already has a combat trick, kudos to him. Yep. I hope you whiff. I hope you see 5 lands. If I draw land, I can go Crasher plus Sorin's Thirst on a 2-drop or something like that, if that's what he finds. Well, that was bad. Clearly attacking was not the greatest. We'll be able to keep our flyers. We can block with the 3/3 and the 2/2 and then Sorin's Thirst it. Aw, man. All I want for Christmas is a swamp right now, 'cause that would be swell, just a swamp right now. Getting mana screwed in 2019 now. It's not great now. Ugh. This is unfortunate, to say the least. These guys are significantly worse on defense, I will say. Ugh. The old... Three for one. Yes! He has been vanquished. Oh, and there's a land. Oh, things are looking good down in... we're going to draw 2 mountains in a row and not even be able to cast our Kaya. I can see it now. Oh, this is brutal. Don't hit a permanent. Wait, he's got an island in his deck? Oh, just a hexproof threat. I don't care about hexproof. We'll take 5, then kill the ward scale crocodile. Because we have to just assume that we're drawing Swamp next turn. I must say, that is quite a demoralizing draw. Yikes! Wow, our deck is firing on all cylinders here. Jeez. Ugh. Whew. This has been a rough draft, indeed. Play first. Of course, we have 3 mountains and a Kaya. You know, but our Prismite can help. Prismite to the rescue! Filtering is what he does best. Because filtering helps him pass his mana test. Let's attack first. See if we can get in for some damage. Okay, he blocks. Rats. But our Menace guy's a little bit better now. Putting the counter under the Prismite wouldn't have helped, really, and... Ugh. You just sometimes need to draw mountains, and sometimes you need to draw swamps. But if you can draw them together, then you will have all that you want. Hey! Okay, there goes our Jaya. That's unfortunate. I kind of wanted that Jaya. I guess triple colored cards are pretty hard to play in limited, but you know. Sometimes you need to draw mana, and sometimes you need to draw spells. But if you can draw them together, then you will have all that you need. Because mana and spells are my favorite, especially those of triple black. Because those ones are the hardest to cast, and they really do set you back. I kind of hope we draw another triple black card just because it would be funny. Oh no. I guess Prismite was kind of important to our game plan. Also, the fact that our Jaya got hit, that's like the one good card we have in our deck that we could cast. Whoa, it's a Tameo. Hello, Tameo. What are they naming? Give me a swamp right now. Oh, of course, it's a triple black card. I kind of predicted this. Omen. And things are not going well at all. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. No! We can't even cast it. We have had serious mana problems. Was there a time where we could have taken a Gateway Plaza in the draft? Because we probably should have done that. I don't know. This is being a little results-oriented. Usually you don't draw the way I've drawn lands, but, you know. Still feels bad. Oh, he hit it. Nice. Only took him 2 tries. He's just going to be getting back. Now if I draw a swamp, I can kill his Tameo. Sometimes you need to draw mana. This song is catchy, not gonna lie. Very catchy tune. And sometimes you hit your Shriek Diver, and it does good things. I think we're have to kill Jang Yangu. No, we do not want to pay again. Because this becoming a 3/3 is a bit more of a problem than this maybe drawing him a card and probably whiffing. Because our deck does not block 3/3s very well. And also we want our life total to be high for our Bolas Citadel. Oh no! That's ungood. Not good. Not good. Dang it. Our opponent's too good at deck construction. Go, Shriek Diver. Go, go, go. Okay, 2 Planeswalkers down. Now we just need a way to kill Tithebreaker Giant, followed by 2 Swamps, so we can actually cast our good cards. This is only game 2, don't worry. We still have to win this game and the next game. How did he even cast the Tamiyo? Oh no, he used his bobble thing. The Guild Globe. The Globe. The Guild Globe. Maybe my opponent will forget that I have a 2/3 in play. Oh. That's fun. Jeez, that's not good. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Do. We'll make it, I swear. Oh, we're 2/3 of the way there. Oh my god, that's so bad. We're totally going to be dead. Oh no. Plus yourself, don't worry, you won't mill. Milling is for suckers. Oh, just return target card? Oh, I thought it was non-land card. Rats. Yeah, we're probably just dead. I think we have to draw exactly Swamp. And then probably draw our second Kaya. Swamp me. Whew. It's the last second, the moment of glory, and we can't ever attack this Tamiyo. Oh, man. We hit a triple black card this game. I'm so impressed. Oh, that's game. Sadness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's good to speak with you again. Rats. Well, our experiment was kind of a fail. We only got to 1 win, but that is combined with some pretty bad draws, so I might try this deck again in the future. If you made it all the way to the end, say hashtag triple black for the win in the comment section down below to talk about how great triple black cards are in your deck that draws 5 mountains. But anyway, that is going to do it for this draft video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see a written draft analysis, we're talking about where I potentially went wrong. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Supportive words in the comment section are also appreciated. But we're just that's gonna do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's see what our final rare is. Karn's Bastion. Nice. Anyway, that is going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.